Hey everybody, how you doing? This is going to be a Beatles update. I just watched a video from Marv, who is Beatles Vinyl 85, and I was inspired to make a Beatles update, and I did get some new stuff recently. I'm putting some music in the background. This is George Martin's orchestra doing the Help soundtrack, and the reason I'm playing it is I'm going to try to get some music in now and then when I can, but also because I'm in my apartment and there's kind of like noise all around me outside and my neighbor above. I usually wait till nobody's around to make a video, but I figured I was in the mood now, so what the heck. Anyway, first thing I'm going to show is this. Now, I looked at this in a store. It's Beatles' second album, but it looked a little different to me. Does it look different to you guys at all? There were some differences here, and upon a closer perusal, I realized that this was a Canadian album. I didn't know the Beatles' second album was also printed in Canada at any time. And sure enough, printed in Canada. There's certain differences the way it looks, especially over here with the stereo. And it's got the shrink on it, so that's cool. The actual record, the label, Orange Capital. So I'm guessing it's a 70s repress. I don't know the history of this album from Canada. Maybe somebody there who's a collector in Canada can tell me what the deal is, because is this something that came out afterwards? This wasn't released in the 60s, obviously, with that label, but I just wonder if the first pressing of this was in the 70s. Now here's something I got here. It's the Beatles Ellis Bumblebee. It's a bootleg. Now, I bought it anyway, even though I'm thinking I may actually have this. You know, as I say, it's getting harder and harder to be sure what you have and don't have, although I take a chance sometimes when maybe I shouldn't. So this is Ellis Bumblebee, a song that the Beatles did not record, by the way. I'm almost positive I've got this already, but I have it twice now, if that's the case. Coming to an end of one song. Let's get into the beginning of the next song. What is it going to be? You're going to lose that girl. This is something that I actually had for a while. Not much to see with the cover. It's a plain old gray jacket. Cost me $2.76. Well, with the tax it was $3 for this. It's another Let It Be Get Back Sessions boot. And in fact, the person who owned this before actually wrote everything on here. Somebody wrote Virgin Beatles on it as the kind of title with the song listings, and these are the same songs that of course you've had on a lot of Beatles bootlegs, but I actually played this in my record store, and I don't know, something about the sound quality and the mixing on some of them sounded better. It contains the long version of Dig It. You know, we have the snippet released on the regular Let It Be album, but this is the original long version, and I had that in several different places already, or at least, I say several, at least one or two that I know of, but so I have it again. But for $3 I did it. Here's an album I already have. I know I already have. This is Beetle Talk, the way they were in '64 with Red Robinson, but I bought it again deliberately because the price was right, and this has cellophane. You know, the best way to get the albums, in my opinion, is when you get the shrink on them. So this is a very interesting Talk album, and I have two copies now. I'd be willing to trade one of them, the one without the shrink, if anybody out there has anything that they want to trade. So contact me by private message if you're interested. Well, you know, let's not discuss it in the comments below. You can always talk separately on the side. This is something I just picked up today, actually. It's a Count Basie, and it's got a cool cover. Basie's Beetle Bag on Verve Records, and picture of Basie sitting there with kids, all of who have they have buttons that say "I love the Beatles" on them. So it's a nice cover. And I believe this is a promo because it's, instead of having the black Verve, yes, it says disc jockey records, not for sale on Verve, yellow Verve label. So that's you know, an added treat for this record. I apologize also if the camera is bouncing back and forth a little bit. I have a lot of these records right here on my desk, and it kind of like moves a little bit and moves the camera a little bit. I'll get better at this as I go on making videos in my new place. Okay, this I'm pretty sure is not legitimate. I'm pretty sure, almost positive, it's a bootleg. It's Strawberry Fields and Penny Lane, but it's the promo. I think it's a bootleg copy of the promo. It's not original. I got it cheap. And the cover, although you might not see here very well, it's kind of a little on the dull side, not very sharp, like a copy. And the interesting thing about having this record, why it's desirable, is it has the alternate ending to Penny Lane with the trumpet at the end of it, which is now available on the US Rarities album. But back then, at one point, this was a big deal to have this. The record is pretty flimsily made. I don't think it's an original. I think the original is supposed to have a star on it. It says not for sale. It's the Penny Lane side that really is the one you want on this. And as I say, I don't think that it's original at all. But yeah, better than nothing right now. So we'll keep it. Got a couple of other 45s. There's another one I may have, may not have. I got this for free, so I took it again. It's an Atlantic 45. It's Ringo Star solo. The song A Dose of Rock and Roll. And the B-side is a song called Crying. It's off his 1976 album, Rotogravure. So if I have it, I got it in doubles. If I don't, I got, you know, I got a new one. Whatever. Okay, last thing I'm going to show here. It's a UK with a nice picture sleeve. The reason that I bought this was for the picture sleeve. It's We Can Work It Out in Day Tripper. And the sleeve alone is worth it, you know. I don't know the history of this. I'm pretty sure it's a later day pressing, you know, from the 70s maybe early 80s. It's something that's unusual. Don't really know exactly the origin of it. It would help if I did some looking up facts here and there before I make the videos, but I kind of wing it. Wish I had other things to show, but unfortunately ran out here. Right in the middle of You Gotta Hide Your Love Away, or the beginning of it anyway. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching this video, and hope to make a new one pretty soon.